Hi guys, I'm Olivia. I'm from Slovakia, finished university just 6 months back, and since then I work on different projects, work in direct sales, and I also collaborate with Eric. So the first time I saw Eric was just March last year, which is some 10 months back, and it was at an event, Superpower Life, which I myself didn't even want to go to, and my mom had to drag me there. But once I was there, it was absolutely amazing, life-changing event. The amount of knowledge that I learned right there within 3 days was more than I have learned for past months of my life. So I thought that I really liked the people in there and I would like to know more, so I decided to invest into a sponsorship, mentorship. So I enrolled on a year-long mentorship with Age Academy, which included accountability coaching and different events throughout the year, and it has been absolutely life-changing. Like, people ask me, what is it that you have learned? And to be honest, it's kind of difficult to say, because if you learn so much, like when somebody asks you, what did you learn in your medicine course, it's just like, well, medicine, a lot, right? So if it was just one or two skills, it would be easy to pinpoint down. I learned this, bullet pointed. But the amount of stuff that I have learned is incredible. Like through business skills, social skills, marketing, like everything, like really. But the important thing is, for me, is that those are real life skills and applicable ones, because in university I have just learned so much theory, like books and essays and piles of papers, and nothing with it. It was like, and what do I just apply for a job now? Whereas with Age Academy and with Eric and all these courses, I have learned practical skills and strategies that I can go and use and make a living out of them, and make my future for my possible family. I can have that, and I know that it will be okay now because I know all these things. And so one of the skills which I would like to share with you right now is selling. And this is kind of weird, because at the beginning I really didn't like selling, and many people say like, oh wow, selling, right? But it's the most important skill that you can have, because we sell all the time. If you're trying to persuade your friend on your idea, you are selling. If you have a product or service and you want people to buy it, then it doesn't matter how amazing it is, because the product is not going to sell itself, right? And you need to sell it to people, and that's why there are sometimes lower quality things being sold really widely instead of the higher quality one, which are the same price, because the people can sell it. So selling is so important that I'm really glad I learned it. And the thing with Eric is that we oftentimes see him in the very spiritual lifestyle way, which he has, but at the same time he's a brilliant businessman and an incredible salesperson. He knows how to sell something without you feeling like you are being sold to, and that's something really powerful and incredible. You rather feel like you are being given a gift, and you're like, yeah, I want this. So just knowing his template, because he basically shares with you everything. He doesn't keep secrets, he just gives you the whole template. This is how you do it, this is what you say, this is what intonation you use. So just knowing that is incredible, and just think about how much that could benefit you. Like, if you knew how to sell your product to people. Like, there were people who were mentees on the program before I came, and they used this template to close $1 million deals. And that's something, right? That's really valuable. And even if you don't have product or a service yet, then knowing, you might want to get a certain job, get into a certain community, and to get yourself there, you need to know how to sell yourself into this community. So it's really powerful to know all of this, and Eric and the rest of the team just shares it with you, and you'll learn all of this. And just imagine also, they have this program, Master the Stage. Just knowing how to sell from stage instantly in front of hundreds of people, you can stand there and sell your product, and think about the positioning and the credibility it gives you. And many people also talk about instant results, but from what I have found out on this journey is that instant results do not really happen, because there is always a journey which leads to them, right? And to get the one breakthrough, oftentimes work until the breakthrough happens. But what is really interesting is that Master the Stage, I consider one of the really rare occasions and possibilities where instant results do happen, because over this 5 days event, you get people who come at the beginning who are afraid to stand on the stage, have phobia, like don't know what to say, absolutely in confidence, speak really quietly. And then at the end of the course, they're just standing there, owning it, communicating with all the audience. And you really see them grow within 5 days incredibly instantly, and those are lasting results. And then you also hear the stories afterwards of how people put it in use and get the results afterwards. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. Definitely recommend. As a mentor, Eric, and also the rest of the Age Academy, because Eric leads by his example and everybody learns from him, so everybody teaches the same way. So as a mentor, Eric really guides you, and he really gives you everything, the know-how, the strategy, so you know everything, but he also really trusts you. So like many other mentors out there who might do things for you, he doesn't devaluate you that way. So he lets you go out there, he tells you how he might get you the contact, tells you how to approach it, but he lets you do it instead of doing it for you. Because once you leave the mentorship, then he knows that if he does everything for you, you will be out and you have no idea what to do. But if he lets you do it with the guidance, then he knows that when you get out, you will be able to figure it out yourself in life. So it's really valuable and really long-term learning that he gives. Also the perspective Eric has is really huge. People usually don't have it. You come with an idea and it makes it this big and you're like, whoa, this can be done with my idea and I can do this, because everybody can do it. Like I have seen 15 years old or 11 years old working with Eric, and if they can do it, then absolutely anyone can. Like age or background, there is no limit to it. And so yeah, it has been a really strong journey for myself. I have invested around over 15k, I believe, over the time in pounds, and at the beginning I was really hesitant. It wasn't an easy decision. I'm glad I made it instantly and committed myself, because otherwise I would probably, my fears would give in. And most of what was difficult was overcome friends who oftentimes, you know, my friends were like, oh, you're crazy, you're being scammed, this is, you know, bullshit. And I learned how to ignore it, fortunately, and I went for it because it's incredible, like the opportunities that opened up, the connections I have made, lifestyle that I'm able to have since then is absolutely incredible. And it was only because I stopped listening to the small voice and the people who tell me like it's impossible, you can't do it, and it's, you know, it's not real. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. So really, once you open up yourself to the journey and you start flowing, the things really start coming into your life. So I guess you're watching this video for a purpose, right? You are either trying to find out what this whole thing is about, what the Eric Ho and I'm creator is, or you're probably considering getting on a course. And I will just tell you, if you're at the place where you're thinking yes or no, go for it. I know that many people might think like, oh, this is not the right time, maybe later. I used to say it's always the wrong time, so it's never the right time, but actually now I realize it's the other way around. It's always the right time. Like when I got in the mentorship, I was just handing in my dissertation and I still have loads of schoolwork and exams to go through, and I thought like, oh, maybe after it. If I waited for a few months, I would probably never get into it and the results would be completely different. So think about it, like if you're getting married, amazing, figure out how to do your future together and maybe learn the communication, how to sell your ideas to your husband or your wife in the future. If you're getting divorced, perfect timing. Find out how to stand on your feet and how to figure out your future, you know, because you don't have to be dependent on anyone. You're an independent person and you can rock the world. Have you just retired? Probably you have never had enough time, like this much time ever before. Are you graduating? Perfect. Have you started university? Wonderful. Find a way how you can actually make something productive while studying, besides learning and writing loads of essays that very few people are going to read. I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely if you are at a place where you're thinking whether to go for it or not, go for it. The amount of learning and what the skills you will learn, the know-how, it's worth everything, and really you can make anything out of it. And I know that if you are here, if you're watching it, you're probably the person who is going to make something with it. If you start learning, if you invest, you're going to get the results. So go for it and definitely make the best out of it. Be active, be out there, communicate with people, make connections. Don't be just, you know, sitting in the corner, because that's not how you get the most. So definitely go for it, and I hope my testimonial and this review was helpful to you. Have a smashing journey. Ciao.